already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under this seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. So we'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
Good day. How do you hear?
We are all here and ready.
Good day.
Hi, Captain. Hear you loud and clear.
This is the captain. How do you hear?
Good day.
We are in need of some equipment.
Which one?
Freight loader.
All right.
We are ready for you to load the catering on board.
By all means.
Please start the loading process now.
Sure I can.
Go ahead and fuel the aircraft.
It sounds like you're looking for something I'm not able to give right now.
We are in need of some equipment.
Which, sir?
Left fuel truck. Fuel truck on the right side.
Yes, of course.
Captain, I believe you need to say hello to establish contact with them. Sir, you need to establish communications with the crew by saying hello first.
Hold please. Yes, sir? As soon as possible. Expected soon. I'll get our IFR clearance to Greensboro.
Atlanta clearance, Delta 13-171 Heavy. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance. We have Quebec. I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Auto throttle armed. Toga.
Delta 13-171
Sir, we have completed
Heavy,
loading the
Atlanta
luggage.
clearance, cleared to Greensboro via
Thank
the
you very
Plumber
much.
3 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 370 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225, squawk 6246. And I know it's not what you filed, but you can expect runway 27 right.
Captain, make sure the ground personnel is actually near the plane. Sir, Mike, connection to ground and their actual presence near the plane is needed.
Listening?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Delta Airlines, Flight 13171A, heading to Piedmont Triad International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front.
Captain, catering is now loaded.
Any assistance,
Thank you.
please don't hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing Delta Airlines, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
You are good to start the boarding.
Yes, sir. Boarding immediately. Welcome you on board this Boeing 777 airliner. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time, and secure all baggage underneath your seat, or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff.
Ground to cockpit.
Please turn
Please
off
show
all
me where you
personal
want to go.
electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. Thank you for choosing Flight Factor.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Got it, Steve. I'll handle all comms from now on. Requesting pushback and start clearance now.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Please remove all ground equipment.
Roger that.
Please make sure all hatches are closed and all personnel clear.
Cleared, sir.
Yes, sir.
Close doors.
Gladly. Listening.
Please close all doors.
Affirmative.
Please close this door.
Affirmative.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please.
Thank you.
Cross-check and all calls. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft.
Yes, sir.
We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Close doors.
Affirmative.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta. 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 Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to
Operation
comply with
complete.
all crew
Full
members'
parking brake.
instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of
Disconnecting
e-cigarettes
tow.
or
Stand
any
by.
smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a
Hose
mask
disconnected
or
and bypass
down
pin has been
to start
removed.
the flow of
Hand
oxygen.
signal on the right.
Remove any
We'll see you
face
next
covering
time and have a
place
safe
the
flight.
mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally, and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, light vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
The load sheet is here for you.
Listening.
Captain, the passengers are all on board.
Thank you.
All ears.
Closed doors.
Affirmative.
Runway 9er left is available. I'll request the change. Requesting taxi clearance now.
Atlanta ground, Delta 13171, heavy ready to taxi. We have Quebec.
Delta 13171, heavy Atlanta ground, runway 27 right taxi via 3 Southwest Lima, Lima Alpha.
Runway 27 right, 3 Southwest Lima, Lima Alpha, Delta 13171, heavy.
Delta 13171, heavy, expect runway 09er left for departure. Taxi via Tango, Tango Alpha, hold short of runway 09er left.
Runway 09er left for departure. Tango, Tango Alpha, hold short of 09er left. Delta 13171, heavy.
estimated flight time is approximately 55 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten.
Approaching
The seatbelt must be
9
fastened whenever
left.
the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff.
Approaching
Mobile phones
9
and electronic
left.
devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if required. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. Put it on and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow crew instructions immediately. If a power bank or electronic device becomes hot or catches fire, inform a crew member immediately. The safety information card contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
Camera saved.
Departing from runway 09er left, we'll be flying the Plumber 3 departure with an initial climb clearance to 10,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile, climbing to flight level 370. Weather at departure shows no significant issues. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We've been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 6246, and departure frequency will be 121.225. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Steve. Requesting taxi clearance now.
Atlanta ground, Delta 13171 Heavy, ready to taxi, holding Quebec.
Delta 13171 Heavy, runway 9er left taxi via Mike Lima.
Runway 9 left via Mike Lima, Delta 13171 Heavy.
Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen. Tested 100.
Takeoff checklist.
Checklist complete.
Not clear what you said. Say again. Requesting takeoff clearance now.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 13171 Heavy, holding short of runway 9 or left, ready to depart.
Approaching 9, left.
Delta 13171, Heavy Atlanta Tower, runway 9 or left, winds 140 at 6, RNAV lead as, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 269. Check.
On runway 9, left.
Runway 9 or left, RNAV lead as, cleared for takeoff. Delta 13171 Heavy.
Thrust reference.
On runway 9, left remaining. 1,400 feet.
Auto throttle hold.
V1.
Delta 13171 Heavy, contact departure on 121.225.
Atlanta departure,
Autopilot
Delta
engaged.
171 Heavy, good evening. Climbing through 1500.
Delta 13171 Heavy,
LNAV.
Atlanta departure, radar
VNAV speed.
contact.
Thrust reference.
Delta 13171 Heavy, contact Atlanta departure on 124.6.
Contacting Atlanta departure on
Heading to course.
124.6, Delta 13171 Heavy. Atlanta departure, Delta 13171 Heavy, good evening. Climbing through 4500. Delta 13171 Heavy, Atlanta departure, good evening. Atlanta altimeter 3024. Altimeter 3024, Delta 13171 Heavy. Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 260. Climb and maintain flight level
1000 to
260,
go.
Delta
VNAV on.
13171
Auto throttle
Heavy.
in speed mode.
Dear guests, the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention.
Altitude, 26,000 feet, set. Flight level change, auto throttle in thrust mode. VNAV speed, thrust reference.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky
Heading to
Magazine in
course.
the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it will be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products,
Heavy, climb and
Starbucks
maintain
coffee,
flight level 310.
water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Delta
Flight level
13171.
310.
Beer, wine, and spirits are
Selected.
available, complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket.
Delta
Please be
13171
reminded
Heavy,
that Delta
contact
accepts
Atlanta
only
Center on
major credit or debit cards
134.2.
for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases.
Delta 13171 Heavy.
For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows,
131 Heavy.
movies, and
Good
music.
evening, climbing through 16,000 for flight level
You will
310.
find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets.
Heavy, Atlanta Center,
Otherwise,
good
if you
evening.
need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta
Yes.
flights.
Sir, should I bring you some coffee?
Of course.
Would you like it with milk?
Milk will do fine.
Will do as you ask.
Heading to course, flight level 370, set.
Delta 13171 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 370. Climb and maintain flight level 370, Delta 13171 Heavy.
Heading to course. Heading to course. Heading to course. $1,000 to go. VNAV path, auto throttle in speed mode. Heading to course. Flight level 040. Check.
LRC stands for Long Range Cruise. It's a flight profile that optimizes fuel efficiency at a specific altitude and speed, allowing you to maximize your range. For example, flying at LRC can save fuel compared to flying at a higher speed, which is especially useful on long flights. It's a great technique to consider when planning your fuel management.
Heading to course.
We'll be arriving at Greensboro on runway 23 right using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the tracks for arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 23 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 200 at 5 knots, overcast at 25,000 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. Squawk code remains 6246, and approach frequency will be 124.35. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. Once on the ground, we'll taxi to the general aviation ramp. I think we're ready for the arrival, Steve. We're taxiing to the general aviation ramp because that's what was assigned.
Heading to course.
Delta 13171, heavy gate assignments are handled by ground. Advise them on arrival.
I'll request descent clearance on the tracks for arrival.
Delta 13171, heavy requesting descent clearance on the tracks for arrival.
Delta 13171, heavy descend via tracks 4 to 11,000
VNAV
bird
speed,
transition
auto
into
throttle
Greensboro,
line.
altimeter
Auto throttle hold.
3022.
Descend via tracks 4 to 11,000, bird transition into Greensboro, altimeter 3022, Delta 13171, heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Piedmont Triad International Airport. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts.
And ladies and gentlemen,
The
we
use
have
of
begun our
lavatories
initial
is now
descent.
not allowed.
At this time,
Thank
we ask
you
that you
for your
kindly begin to
cooperation.
recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. Kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Heading to course. Heading to course.
Pre-flight checklist please.
Oxygen.
Descent checklist.
Recall. Check. Heading to course.
Delta 13171 Heavy, contact Atlanta Center on 134.55.
Switching to Atlanta Center on 134.55, Delta 13171 Heavy. Atlanta Center, Delta 13171 Heavy. Good evening, flight level 310 for 11,000.
Delta 13171 Heavy, descend and maintain 11,000.
Descend and maintain 11,000, Delta 13171 Heavy.
Heading to course. Auto throttle idle. VNAV path. Auto throttle hold. Heading to course.
Delta 13171, heavy contact Greensboro, departure on 124.35.
18,000 feet. Switching to Greensboro departure on 124.35, Delta 13171, heavy.
Heading to course.
Greensboro departure, Delta 13171, heavy. Good evening, 18,000 for 11,000.
Delta 13171, heavy, Greensboro departure. Good evening, Greensboro, altimeter 3022. Expect the ILS runway 23 right approach into Greensboro.
Altimeter 3022, expecting the ILS runway 23 right approach, Delta 13171, heavy.
Monitor lights. Monitor lights. Auto throttle in speed mode. Heading to course.
Delta 13171 Heavy, I'm extending your downwind to get you down a bit. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Turn left heading 030 vectors for the ILS runway 23 right approach. Altimeter 3022.
Altitude 5,000 feet. Selected.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Left heading 030 for
Set.
ILS 23 right. Altimeter 3022. Delta 13171. Heavy.
Heading 030. Selected. Heading hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Piedmont. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in the full upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened. The weather at our destination is clear with a temperature of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Our assigned gate is General Aviation Ramp.
Heading
Thank
to
you
course.
for your cooperation.
Delta 13171 Heavy, turn left heading 345.
Left heading 345, Delta 13171 Heavy.
Heading to course. Heading 345. Selected. Heading select. Altitude 3,000 feet. Set. Flight level change. Auto throttle in thrust mode. Heading 091. Set. Heading 090. Set.
Delta 13171 Heavy, turn right heading 360.
Right turn heading 360, Delta 13171 Heavy.
Delta 13171 Heavy, maintain 4,000 feet, turn right heading 145.
Heading 180. Selected.
Delta 13171 Heavy, 11 miles from Charlie
1,000 to
Foxtrot
go.
23 Romeo,
Heading
turn right heading
180.
175, descend and maintain 3100 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 right approach.
Maintain 4,000 feet, turn right heading 145, Delta 13171 Heavy. Right heading 175, descend and maintain 3100 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 right approach, Delta 13171 Heavy.
150 knots. Selected. Glide slope armed. Localizer armed. Altitude hold engaged. Auto throttle in speed mode. Heading to course. (140 knots). Set. Heading to course. Localizer engaged. Monitor view.
Delta 13171 Heavy, contact Greensboro Tower on 119.1.
Switching to Greensboro Tower on 119.1, Delta 13171 Heavy.
138 knots. Set.
Greensboro Tower, Delta 13171 Heavy. Good evening, established on the ILS runway 23 right approach.
Monitor gear.
Delta 13171. Heavy Greensboro Tower, roger. Continue approach.
Monitor gear.
Delta 13171. Heavy, runway 23 right, winds 200 at 5. Cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 23 right, Delta 13171 Heavy.
Monitor gear. Glide slope capture. Autoland 3.
Don't sink. 1,000.
Approaching runway 23 right.
Terrain. Pull up. $500. $400. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Roll out.
Delta 13171, Heavy, welcome to Greensboro. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's
Switching
safe
to
for you to
ground
get
on
up and move about the
121.9er,
cabin.
Delta 13171 Heavy.
Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during the landing. You may now use your mobile phones
Greensboro ground,
and other
Delta
handheld electronic
13171
devices
Heavy.
while we
Good
taxi to
evening,
the gate.
cleared of runway, ready to
However,
taxi
your
to
laptop
gate.
computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for flights
taxi to
and
general
managing your
aviation
staff
ramp
house
via
accounts.
Delta 2. Good evening.
If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
You know that Piedmont Triad International Airport
On behalf of
is
Delta
one of
Sky
the
Business
busiest
Global Partners,
airports in
Delta
North Carolina.
We'd like to thank
Thank
you all
you
for flying
for
with us.
flying with Delta
We've enjoyed
Airlines.
having you on board.
Please remain
and look forward to
seated
the
until we
opportunity to
reach our
serve you
final
once again.
parking position.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Gate 42 via Delta 2.
Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival, please. Cross-check and all call.
Delta 13171 Heavy, taxi to general aviation ramp via Delta 2.
Delta 2 to the general aviation ramp.
Delta 13171 Heavy, taxi to gate 42 via Delta 2.
Gate 42 via Delta 2.
you.